Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing well going into week 2 of the 200K transformation challenge. I'm just going to jump right into some of my training videos over the last week and a half. I'm training for max reps with the circus dumbbell at the Arnold. However, in this video I actually hit a PR with a 95-pound dumbbell. That was a big PR for me. I'm really close to hitting 100 pounds, so I'm going to keep tackling this. Sometimes it helps me to train heavier weight than the contest, and then it's easier to rep out that weight when I get to it at the contest. So I've definitely learned some different techniques with pressing the dumbbell. It was really hard for me when I first used the circus dumbbell a couple years ago. The log press event was actually the very first strongman event I ever did, so it's one of my favorites. Same thing, I've learned how to use my legs, and it's not just to press. It's a little bit different depending on which log you're using, so it can be hard to go into a contest not knowing exactly how the log's going to feel, but that's kind of how strongman is. You just train the best you can to be prepared with what you do have, and sometimes you have to be creative with your implements and how you actually train the events. So I'm fortunate to have access to some of the strongman equipment at a gym close by. So I'll be training for the max log event, which is on day 2 at the Arnold. The farmer carries is part of day 1, and the weight will be 160 in each hand. So it's fairly light, and it'll be more of a speed event for me. So I'll be training that as well. It helps with grip strength too to train the farmer carries. We also have a deadlift medley that's part of day 1. So I'll be training different variations of the deadlift to train for that. We have an axle, an ollie bar, and then we actually have a car deadlift as part of that medley. So it's definitely a heavy medley. I just have to do the best I can with my training and trying to stay strong and get my back used to pulling heavier weight. So pulling different heights from the floor versus the rack just helps change up your training. If you haven't ever tried it before, it's something good to try. I also follow up my main lifts throughout the week with accessories. So if I'm doing my back day with deadlifts, I'll just do pull-ups, lat pull-downs, rows, shrugs. And with legs, if I'm training a heavy squat, I'll do extensions and lunges, typical accessories that you would see like in a bodybuilding workout. Definitely not anything that you want to leave out if you're doing strength training. So it just kind of changes up a little bit. I still train quite a bit of conditioning because strongman involves a lot of moving events, so it's nice to stay conditioned. So if you have any questions, please comment on my videos. I appreciate all your support. Thank